Another part of disordered emotional boundaries is emotional reactivity, right? So what does it mean when we're emotionally reactive? That we don't have space between when something happens and when our emotions take over. It's almost like getting run over by a bus of your own emotions. So when that happens, we don't have a moment to ponder, right? It's actually literally the definition of a knee-jerk reaction. So what's really happening in these situations is that we get into fight, flight, freeze mode. So we're having a physiological, biological response. So what does it look like in actual behavior? What are we doing? We can attack, we can blame, we can name call, we can analyze, we can pursue and yell, right? They're trying to sort of get away and we're kind of going at them. We can withdraw, we can isolate, we can stonewall, we can deny, we can get numb, doing numbing activities, drinking, TV, sugar. We can defend, we can avoid, right? Here's the thing with emotional reactivity, though. Obviously, we know it isn't great. Yes, we can fawn as well, Jenny said. Fawning is where you're starting to sort of suck up to or praise, or it's like feeding the ego of the other person because you're feeling, kissing up is right. People pleasing, feeding the ego. Exactly. Appease, that's a good one, Sabrina. Yep. Smooth over. Right. Doing it all out of fear. Exactly. But why don't we want to do this? Because it blocks actual problem solving and can create a lot of unfinished business in our relationships. So we need to have a certain amount of emotional regulation skills. Why? Because everything isn't a 5-alarm emergency. And yet it can feel that way to us, especially if we're conflict avoidant, if we're confrontation avoidant, right? When you have disordered emotional boundaries, it can feel like everything is life or death because you might always be in this primal survival mode. So being in a perpetual state of this emotional reactivity is just friggin' exhausting. Anybody? I mean, are you tired from it? Because it's it sucks. I'm currently in a pickle with my daughter and it sucks. Yes, hypervigilance, correct, Catherine. It's so tiring, right? So let's bring this back to you quickly. Think about who pushes your emotional trigger buttons. Knowing it is the beginning to changing it.